Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Bam bam bam! Okay, so how she met Feeney. Oh, it's changed. Woo! So, I first met my darling Feeney 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey. We literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. I thought it was her saying that for a sec then. Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. And now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. Oh my. How I met my Feeney! Right, I don't want to present anything, I mostly just want to read. The police report. A report on the incident 8 months ago. Touch the check button for details. So, location... Suspect... Wait, victim Diego Armando. Suspect Dahlia Hawthorne. Age 19. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Oh damn. Jesus. Okay. The courthouse reading room. That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeney was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mrs. Swallow's case, I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I'd better tread carefully. Wait and see, or keep pressing. Keep pressing! Duh! Sheesh. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I'd come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. Not the fact that you was here because you was a suspect in, a murder. Oh, not murder, but in a crime. Ah, you're a crock of shit. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? He's like, she knows. Well, what is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is... Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Order, order, order. This is unbelievable. It's true then. The loveliest rose can hide the cruelest form. Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me. Go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, Christ. I knew he was going to mention his arse. Grossberg, you're weird. You've really lit a fire in my heart. And my arse. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. Why? I don't understand. why he blabbers on about his hemorrhoids. The poisoning. It just don't make sense. It's weird. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. That's what they all say. So that's what happened here 8 months ago. However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne. I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. Ah! What the... Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Aha! Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. As long as I can get through the rest of this without him mentioning his arse once more, I'll be happy. So I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. Left my seat for just a moment, that's when it happened. What I heard, it was liquid poison that lethal just 2 teaspoons. Very special kind of poison. I'm innocent, I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. Actually, yes you would. Because of what's his face? Yeah. He was like an alchemist, as people called him. I object, you knew this person. You actually dated him. At that point. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. But boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You. No! Order, order, order. Could it be? Oh my god, his noise. Objection! May I say something, Madame Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. Well, yes, that's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. Quite true, in fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. But, well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying that I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. Proof? She got me good with that. Provide some evidence, or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead. The police conducted a full-body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. If you're going to accuse some young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it? Well, she gave it away as a present. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? That's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So the defendant was this witness's accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present. What? But that's... That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away. What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyse it, they would find a trace amount. Oh. I was wondering if her facade was going to drop or not. Seems not. Which is quite a shock. Order! Order in the court. Phoenix! God, he sounds just like he does 5 years. On behalf of Dolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Ooh. That's rough. Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because of that necklace. It's not to keep you quiet. Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. Oh, shit, yeah. That's why she... I don't believe you. No, that's a lie. Can you imagine how bad that must feel? Or how bad that could feel? Mia, are you alright? The defendant, he's getting away. Bailiff, hurry, after him. What the fuck is happening? Holy balls. Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? He's gone! It looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be brought back here soon. Thank goodness. Oh no. What is it? The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone. What? How terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. It's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do now? Oh my. This is one hell of a first case. Holy crap. It's a really good one. Jesus. Mr. Wright, this sort of behaviour is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay, just give back the necklace. Did he give it back to Dahlia? Oh god. I ate it. Oh! You what? You ate it. It was too big to swallow. So I had to chew it into little bits first. But yeah. Ugh. What the? What? What is he doing now? Your Honour, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. Uh-oh. Wait, why the hell's he laughing? It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination. So it would seem. Objection! No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. There, it's alright, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. It's heartwarming to see that you've placed this much faith in Mr. Wright. Hi, colourful room. How's it going? Well, that's how it is for us on the prosecution side too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is everything. We had evidence. Maybe he'll shit it out. Then we'll have our evidence. Even though I've proven so much, is she going to get away with everything? Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial. Wait a sec? Mr. Wright? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. Well, that's good, I'm glad. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. It's none of your business. Yeah, we've been over this like 3 times now. I'm doing pretty good, thanks. I'm actually able to talk without having, like, breaking into a coughing fit, which is incredible. Also means I can stream again. Something you need to know about that girl. Last night someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it. Oh, so that was left out. Of course, well, I mean, if it wasn't left out, that would give away the entire case. Oh. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed in that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but... I'm sorry, Dolly. Oh my god, this is just going even crazier. Your Honor, the defendant is... Miss Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye? If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore, exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill? Oof, god, this is even worse. Sorry, Phoenix. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was... Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? Unfortunately so. But that's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact... you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice, I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right, the bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. I mean, to be fair, can you blame him? For never finding love again? He'd been madly in love with this girl for 8 months, only to find out she wanted to kill him and it was all a facade. Can you imagine how devastating that would be? Oof, you'd never be able to trust somebody. I don't think, anyway. But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time. There was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean, that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. Ugh, I just feel really bad for Phoenix. Feeny, what a joke you are. Uh-oh. Oh, it's her true... Oh! Her true side. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. Miss Hawthorne? It appears that this trial will be coming to an end soon. Fine, I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that, but first, where's your evidence? It seems your snivelling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Well, hey old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face? Jesus, what a bitch! Miss Hawthorne, what happened to you? Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me? This way, Mr. Judge. Oh, God. With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind. But you're not finished. Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. That's a really... I don't know why. That's such a creepy pose. It's like something out of horror. Sheesh. Get back here, you bitch. Can't let her get away this time. Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? Yeah. You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. Holy crap. No. Oh, she's... Oh, God. You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray? Oh, what an insult. Well, Miss Faye, could you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Impossible. You can't possibly... Stupid woman. Ooh. It is the opinion of the court that there has been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one? If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. I understand, Your Honor. I could just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there. Yes, his medicine bottle. God. Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show to this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright. Cold Killer X. There we go, covered in Wright's fingerprints. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. Oh my god, again. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony? I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime of the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Code Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? Huh? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Oh god. I really do not like that pose of her. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime. Including that the defendant, or what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and cut electrical cable. That's when she realised I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. And zapped him. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the crime scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone hold it, or someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow. I mean, doesn't it seem a bit weird that Doug Swallow would be holding his medicine? Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Mia Fey. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? Jesus Christ. She's a fucking demon. That's just fine. For the time being. Victory is yours. For the time being. Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge. I'll see you later too, okay? Huh? Yes. I gotta go spend a lot of quality time with the men in blue now. Wish you all the best. God. She might be cute, but I hate her. Just because of the whole... well, her whole personality. Being able to switch between, you know, the sweet, good girl that everybody seems to love, and then her actual self that's nothing but a bitch. Whew. It's finally all over. I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said. There, it's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. So if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right? You see, yeah. And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. You must... how much trust do you really have for this woman? You willing to bet your life? Is he gonna lose his hair? Lose it, lose it, lose it! Aw. Oh, he is! My hair! It's flying off! Yes! Oh my god, I'm so glad that happened! Oh, can I see the, result? Oh, that's the best result to a trial. Winston Payne losing his hair. Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Yes, Your Honour. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honour. You said earlier that you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne knew each other. Your Honour, how we knew each other had nothing to do with this case. Very well. Mr. Payne. This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true. My dear... Dolly. At you. Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Ba-ba-da-ba. Poof. This court is adjourned. Yes! Woohoo! I never even thought about that. Did Winston Payne? All I know about Payne is the fact there's loads of them. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode on Mount Vesuvius. Mr. Grossberg, do you, maybe think you could stop talking about them? That's rather rude. Nothing... Oh, God. Grossberg, you're awful. Yeah, my hemorrhoids. It's all he's on about in this case is just his hemorrhoids this, his hemorrhoids that. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. Oh, Mr. Wright. Congratulations. Thanks. You know, I was thinking. Go on. The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the dolly I know. Could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. But, out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. What kind of company must this guy keep? Right now I am studying to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I guess I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time. I see. Say, Miss Fay. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. Aw. That had a bittersweet ending. Oh, whoa, this is weird. This is cool, though. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned, and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. but it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Miyu is gone now, but even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. That is a story for another day. Hey, Turnabout Memories, the end. That was a really incredible first case. Like, holy crap, this game starts off strong. Jesus. Brand new episode has been added, The Stolen Turnabout. It's that music. That music is really, like, really good. I remember, I think it was Rise from the Ashes. Like, when that music started playing, I started to slightly well up at the end of it because it was just really sweet. And the music, you know, kind of invokes those kind of emotions. Either way, I'm gonna do it like I usually do. Like, the first session I usually finish the first trial, and then every other bit is usually doing chapters of a trial. Either way, that is going to be the end of this session. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.